Hello, Lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the duel in Dallas. It's 1-0 St. Louis. Before I even get the introduction completed, just 10 seconds in, the St. Louis Centurions, through the stick of Ian Brosh, the face-off man. Hope some of you caught the interview with Mike McClellan. It will be up later. Yeah, it'll be archived. Oh, is it not live?
No, we didn't do it live. We just recorded
Excellent.
it so we can use it as needed until you can get a copy.
All right, so there will be an interview up with Mike McClellan, the coach of the St. Louis Centurions. If you were watching earlier, you heard I mentioned that McClellan played in the NLL, won 2-man cups with the Brampton Excelsiors, and now living in St. Louis and giving back to the game, trying to grow this Centurions program. They have a junior Centurions program going. Talked to Troy Hood. He is putting a lot of work into this. There's a shot by Dahl. That is Austin Dahl, the NAIA.
Acronyms.
Man, letters. NAIA. All-American. Here comes Shane Thomas running down the outside. He had the winning goal in the Lone Stars' earlier win over the Arrows with just a few seconds to play. Now he dives, goes for the low shot, and scores.
Oh, wow.
We have him mixing it up in the crease. Curran Conradi did not appreciate Shane Thomas coming into his crease. And the Centurions stepped up for him.
Now you can.
There we go. We were just hooking up our camera guy, Nick Coyne, one half of the Coyne and Tunstall team.
Is that what we got to call it now?
That's it. Coyne and Tunstall. Tunstall and Coyne? Coyne and Tunstall. Tunstall and Coyne, I think, has a better flow.
It's Texas Box Lacrosse LLC from Legalities.
Ah, sorry. Here we go. Brush with another win. Gets it down to Yuri. Oh, great passing play finished off by Kevin Eskridge. That is textbook face-off transition by the Centurions to get that goal back immediately after Shane Thomas had evened things up. So we're just 2.5 minutes in. We've already got 3 goals. It's 2-1 for the Centurions. I'm Steven Stamp. Welcome to the duel in Dallas here from the NYTEX Center. Great jump by Alex Domino. Brosh has been taking most of the faceoffs, but Domino has shown some acuity in the box, in the dot as well, on the dot. St. Louis set up along the near side. Carroll goes in and bangs into his man as they go over to the far side, and that is Dan Funk moving up to offense. He's generally a defender. While transition, they like to work their trannies up into the offensive zone. There's a shot. Oh! Saved by the crossbar. The first one was stopped by Jimmy Bovaird. The second one was all crossbar.
Larceny.
Gotta love it when the goalies make the big saves, TT?
Absolutely, man. And this is the kid down here is a kid I coached. They've run it with a real short bench over there, so it's nice to see him get a few right here early.
Oh, that was it.
That's it.
What a shot,
Wow.
Shane Thomas once again, dude.
Wake up call. I don't know what to say here. This is a game. This is awesome.
Fantastic start by the Lone Stars. Shane Thomas doing it all for them so far. Winning goal earlier in the day, and now a pair in the first 4 minutes. We got a goal a minute pace going on right now.
I'm enjoying this.
Bratton will go in once again to face it off.
Now the score is corrected. I apologize for everyone at home.
I was appalled, but I'm over it now.
The little things. We're at least getting goals this time.
That's right.
Yeah, St. Louis is doing a pretty good job of working the ball around. They're trying to get quality shots here. They're not really trying to get anything other than good time, good possession, shots with butts to the boards, good picks. Really get to the middle of the field, utilize every bit of the inside of the field.
Running off the check. There's a strip.
Wow!
Creating an opportunity for himself. Here comes Parker Dolliver. Can he put them ahead? Oh, goes with the fake and the little jump shot, but gets his own shot back. Oh, but then it's picked up by Brad Sherman.
I thought he was going to get a little bit more business after the end of that based on what happened earlier with the earlier goalie contact. But
well, he did try to avoid the keeper this time. So
give him credit there.
Dahl with a shot in the goal.
Oh, wow.
Pulls it off by the right ear and rips it down by the left foot of Jimmy Bovaird.
This is a heck of a pace, though. We're still on track right now for a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, still just under a goal. Actually, still a goal a minute, because the goal came before the 5-minute mark. Bratton and Brosh. Our officials today, Sam. I don't know Sam's last name.
I don't either. Let's say
Sam Greenshirt and Tom Coyne.
The legend, Tom Coyne.
Yuri slowing things down a little bit. Waiting for his cohort to get out there. Brosh is just heading off now to allow Ben Beath to join the fray. There's the ball going to Brandon Lenz. Troy Hood was referring to Lenz as their little Sean Evans. Small but feisty. Loves to get in the middle of things.
You have to be scrappy at times. Make up for it. Oh.
30-second clock expires.
Yeah, I heard the buzzer too. I don't know what's happening on the field here.
Looks like there was a possession by the Lone Stars. We actually don't quite get a view of the bottom corner, especially when Nick Coyne is between us and that area. That pass comes out, flicked nicely to get to the top, and then it's moved across.
About 10 left on the clock
Carroll.
here.
Quick pass, sidestep. They go down low.
Oh, what a save.
Big save.
Oh, try to get it out. Oh! Bravo. Bravo, sir. That was fun to watch. That was a finger save from Jimmy the Jet Bovaird right there.
I'm hoping that y'all don't have your headphones in with the sound cranked up, because that was a little loud in my ear. Travis Tunstall getting excited. The goalie union is strong.
Absolutely.
And that is a massive water pitcher you have there.
64 ounces of pure Yeti goodness.
There you go. Here comes Shane Thomas. He has both the goals.
Oh, wow.
The Lone Stars trying to get another one, but that one's shouldered aside by Conradi.
Oh, he had the far side there too.
Ball skips away, but eventually Beath is able to come up with it.
And St. Louis marching their way back down the floor here.
Yeah, that's Funk actually moved it ahead. Low pass to Funk.
Oh, another
far
save.
Side. Scooped up by Thomas. He's doing it at both ends of the floor. Of course, the Lone Stars only a couple of extra players. A little collision, but they have a chat. They're okay.
Everyone's
Funk
fine.
and Thomas discuss things. Spalding tries to dump the pass off.
A quick turnover
They
here.
have a big collision. The ball went by, and Spalding just continued on to finish his check. Big young fella, Andrew Spalding.
He is.
Trying to use that size to his advantage. Will be a Lone Stars possession in the stick of West. That's Rashid West. Gets it over to Spalding.
Yeah, Rashid's coming off an injury here. It's nice to see him back out on the field. He week 2, he took a pretty good knee injury early on in the game and made his way out. And
diving pass attempt there by Spalding. It's going to go a little too far for Shane Thomas. And here go the Centurions. Multiple whistles.
We might have a penalty here.
Tom Coyne is indicating illegal cross check.
Yep.
Mike Liebrick disagreeing, but to no avail. He'll go sit for 2 or less. We got 1:20 left in the first quarter. I'm Steven Stamp with Travis Tunstall. This is the Duel in Dallas, brought to you by Thompson Brothers Lacrosse. And the Lone Stars will go on the power play. They'll have about a minute to work it before the end of the quarter, and then they'll get to rest a bit, talk it up. Oh, they're going to go for the sneaky 6-on-4 for some reason.
Oh, wow. Jimmy over the boards. Oh, it was!
Parker Dollarber. And I guess it distracted them enough. I have not seen that play very often, to be honest. On the power play, you send the goalie for an extra attacker. Not sure the logic, but hey, it worked like a charm.
You know, he didn't catch a grass snake. He made it in full fashion and right over the top.
3-3, 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
This is a matchup coming from a bench with 7 guys on their roster.
See how they go
today.
as the game goes on.
I completely agree there.
Big win by Brosh. Goes down low again. Just goal. Big save by Jimmy the Jet Bovaird. They've got 21 seconds to try and go down and get the lead. Smaller. We're in that Redskins bucket. Little fake pass. He's 1-on-4. Moves it over to Thomas. Oh, picks it up.
This could be fun.
Right in the chest pad, though. He's not going to be happy with that shot he got off.
No, with 5 seconds to go, we'll see if they can come up with anything here.
Nothing happening. 2 seconds to go. That'll wrap things up.
Wow, what a quarter.
Bratton And Holman with a little collision at the end, the intensity cranking up a bit. And I'll tell you, the Centurions came in, I think, looking to and expecting to dominate.
Absolutely.
In this tournament. And I don't know if they like that it's 3-all.
I don't think I would either. I mean, they had a pretty dominant game earlier against the Oilers against us. They were putting shots on cage consistently.
Where do you come up with cage for the net? That's an American thing, right?
It's just something we have here. It's a metal piece of
frame. It's a metal frame, and then you got the mesh on the inside.
Maybe a hockey cage, headphone cage.
And it looks like Rashid West is running down to
Tom Coyne water break.
I can help them out. I know I went and filled those earlier, so I know where the ice machine is. I can help them, but I don't. That's another thing. I haven't seen the sneaky 6-on-4 on the power play, and I haven't seen the player running around with the water bucket.
I have not.
Intermission.
I have definitely not seen that.
I don't think we're not running the 2-minute intermission time.
I just noticed that too. Yeah, we'll see if Nick Coyne over here, if he's plugged in, can start yelling at our timekeeper to start the clock for the intermission. Oh wow! Just like that, clockwork. Tell him to start the next quarter.
All right, we will be ready to roll in just a moment with the second quarter. I'm Steven Camp with Travis Tunstall. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. Quick break, and we are ready to roll. Bratton, Brosh. The Battle of Titans in the face-off circle. I keep saying face-off circle, but there's no circle there. There's the wide circle around it, the ghost circle.
Remnants of a circle.
Yeah. Brosh brings it out. Throws one, a little cross-handing Brandon Lenz, but he gets it.
Yeah, they're not really trying to go to the middle of the floor early on. They're setting everything up, getting players in the right spot. Then they're starting to activate their plays.
Yeah, now a little cut by Sherman. That shot turned aside by the Jet.
Yeah, Jet's doing a good job of getting those deflections out wide, far away from the rebounder. Something I wasn't able to do earlier in the day, and St. Louis definitely capitalized on, but he's doing a good job of it here.
I mean, you want it either into the corner or just in front where you can pounce on it, right?
Absolutely.
I know you had a couple just roll just out of the crease. You can reach into the crease. We're playing NLL rules so that you can go in after the ball. You can't just bat the ball in, though. You do have to possess it in the mesh of your stick. Yep. Oh, man, wide open. Oh, foot save. Jimmy the Jet. We'll call him Jimmy the Foot after that one. What a save. Travis Tunstall. Could you make that one?
That was awesome. I would try, but that's awesome. That's absolute larceny from this guy.
That pass doesn't connect, but it comes back. They get a couple chances, but Bovaird grabs it. What a job. I was talking to him after he watched you guys play, and he was doing some commentary with me on a previous game. I said, you got to get out and challenge these guys, because I thought you were sitting a little deep in your crease at times. And he is doing it and the thing, he said, well, if they get backdoor on me, if they go moving around, I said, yeah, but you're acrobatic enough, dude. You can jump back.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that. He's almost Nick Rose-esque when you first see him. You wouldn't expect him to play as well as he does, but he's there.
At least style-wise, right? You wouldn't think he'd be jumping around, but he can move. Here we go, 3-on-1 for the Centurions.
Good save.
Sherman. And pouncing on the rebound again, the rebound control, a huge deal. That was actually Mike Cocking with that shot in transition. Here comes Bratton, doesn't know Cocking's coming. Ooh. Goes for the ice pick. Check, didn't jab him, he just went for the swing check. Bratton's getting into it. And cooler heads prevail, and Bratton recognizes it's 1-on-5, gives the goalie a tap and says, no, we're cool.
Make things easy for everyone.
I like it. I'm from Canada. I like a little pushing and shoving. I don't like the stupid stuff, but hey, get into it a little bit.
Yeah, it's box.
Intense, yeah.
Nothing is earned or nothing is given. Everything's earned. Middle of the field.
Yeah, you're supposed to hit people, but you're not supposed to like getting hit. So do what you got to do.
This is definitely more of a matchup than I think any one of us thought today. So
Nick Coyne's smiling. He was getting into it a little earlier in his game. A little after the whistle business. Thomas with that USA-themed helmet. Pass across. Ooh. Backhand shot by Dolliver. Scooped up in the corner by the Centurions, and they are running. Ooh. There's some one-handed blasting through. Gatewood scores. That's a beauty by Tony Gatewood, as he goes end to end.
Someone had to break a tie.
It was going to happen.
Yeah, there you go. It all did start from a good save down on the other end. I don't know if our goalie man down here got an apple on that one, but he definitely was the catalyst to that goal.
Yeah, I don't know who's handing out the assists. Are the refs doing it, or do we have spotters up here?
We are the scorekeepers.
You and I?
Absolutely.
All right, I say assist to Kern Conradi.
Apples for days. Oh, good Lucy.
Still the floor. Centurions will slow things down. Smart decision there by Domino. Just getting the fifth attacker out, and that is up top, Kevin Eskridge. He'll change of direction. Yuri rolls off the pick, the slip pick. Lynn's picked up. Dahl sets up behind, diving, but the jet is there. Jimmy the shoulder, Bovaird. We're just going to play with that all day.
You know, he's going to end up with a bunch of nicknames by the end of this.
Foot, Jimmy the shoulder.
It's going to make for some good graphics when I get back to this later this evening.
Oh, Morial tried to make the pass. It skipped out of his stick. Bratton is there. Gets a little bit of a push from Noel Blood. And the Centurions heading the other way. They have a man up the floor. They elect the short pass. Funk with the shot. Jimmy the elbow makes that stop. It rolls all the way out past the restraining line. Spalding tries to come up with it, but it's the stick of Lenz that manages to corral the ball.
You may have just started a whole new series of T-shirts we're going to have to make now.
You can have just an anatomical chart of Jimmy Bovaird with lines pointing to, saying Jimmy the knee, Jimmy the toe, Jimmy the foot.
He keeps making saves. They're going to be in this game, too. That's probably the biggest upside of this whole thing right now. Wow.
There's a chest save. That was an easy one. Leaps out onto it, but misses. The ball's still rolling around, and Sherman comes up with it. Swim move. He's going to let it. Oh, he's going to get hit hard by Dolliver. Knocked ahead. Here we go, one-on-one.
That was a magic sandwich if I've ever seen one.
Reed Smaller fights off the back jack, switches hands, and misses the net by 4 or 5 feet. Things were looking good till he switched hands. Ladies and gentlemen, play on your correct hand. There's a shot. Save! Jimmy the shoulder. Ball pops loose. Another shot. Wow. Oh, no stopping him there. Not going to go as far as saying Jimmy the Swiss cheese because he was doing all he could, but Kevin Eskridge makes him look a little bit beatable after he's been barely touchable so far.
I'd say he's going probably about 1 for every 5, 6 right now, so that's numbers that you can't complain with.
Not bad, not bad. Eskridge, nice moves, throws the hard fake, and Bovaird really little chances. The Centurions get the shot and then get the ball back.
St. Louis has been winning a bunch of faceoffs today, even though they're not
all day, yeah.
They're not as relevant as field lacrosse, but still, I mean, it's definitely a good start for them every possession, being able to have the ball and work with what they need to.
Never hurts to have the ball. There's a pass right in the middle. Ure stopped by Jimmy the elbow, and it rolls into the corner. Here's another attempt. That was Jimmy the crossbar getting that one, and Sherman will throw it out to the top. Mike Ciaravino comes across. Ben Beath passes and cuts, sets a pick, an aggressive move through the pick. I am liking this Bratton kid. We have a couple of ones here. That's Kyle Bratton. 2 1s, 2 17s for the Lone Stars. Sherman back out, 7 on the shot clock. Oh, wow. Nice save by Bovaird. Fresh 30, though, as it comes straight back out to the Centurions. And those are some tired defenders out there for the Lone Stars. Partly because they only have 2 subs on the bench. Partly because they've been out there for back-to-back possessions here in the second quarter. 2:45 to go. It's a 2-goal lead, but the Lone Stars are hanging in.
Yeah, this is the second game for both these teams today, too. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to see it. You wonder if St. Louis used all their gas in the first game against the Oilers.
You'd think with 20 guys here that they'd have plenty left. There's Rashid West giving a bit of a push. Nice job by Lenz to use his body to protect the ball, and they come out with it. Sherman takes a shot, another save, and that's a positioning save. No acrobatics required as Bovaird was right in position. We'll call him Jimmy the Spot Bovaird on that one.
Yeah, as long as you're not moving out of the way of those shots, that's all you can ask for there. Know where your pads are, take it, move the ball down the field.
Lenz, diagonal, they go to the cutting. Sherman who goes backhand whip, but Jimmy the Belly, Bovaird, is right there on it. Here comes Dolliver. He's got a man up the floor. He had Smaller. Now he's going to cut to the net. Tries to reverse hands and go for a little twister and misses it. ran through the crease and played the ball, so it's going to be a St. Louis possession. You can't run through the crease and then be the first player to play the ball. You could have run over and tried to check someone who picked it up or get it from a teammate. Centurions throw the ball away.
Timing.
Dahl with a little check, but Thomas holds on to it, lobs it ahead, tries to go through 3 guys. That was thrown into at least double coverage, didn't work out. Smaller is just staying up the floor now.
Yeah, and they've got about a minute and a half to go here, so as long as they can, if they can play a numbers game here, they can utilize their possessions. They can actually survive this half and come out of here with a 1-goal deficit. 2 goals.
There's the pass to Smaller. And I tell you, Smaller was staying up around center, and then when Bovaird made the save, he didn't release. That's just a box unfamiliarity thing.
Yes.
Because he just, at that point, just take off up the floor, and Bovaird obviously was looking. I'm very impressed with Jimmy Bovaird today. And a big hit there by Shane Thomas.
Ooh.
Bovaird dives out on the ball. And now Thomas is going to get into it.
There we go,
with
boys.
Brandon Lenz.
That's okay. That's okay.
And then Tim Fisher was walking to the bench, but he went via Shane Thomas.
Good, tough lacrosse. That's all you can ask for here. Looks like the Lone Star's going in the box. No one's going to get anything.
I thought I saw a penalty too because Thomas was running over towards the box. He was just trying to get open. And the pass, a little too high for him, coming from Josh Morial.
Yeah, we got about 20 seconds left to go here in the end of the first half. Let's see what happens.
Critical
Oh, wow,
time
big
here.
Lucy.
But they can't get the loose ball. The Lone Stars didn't see it was available.
10 seconds.
Centurions have 8 now to work with. Cross to the far side. Ure cuts
face.
underneath Spalding. Oh, great return check. A nice little run back check by Parker Dolliver to save a good scoring chance. Help out Jimmy, the 5-spot Bovaird. We're going to take a break. 4 minutes. I'm Steven Stamp with Travis Tunstall. This is The Duel in Dallas, brought to you by Thompson Brothers Lacrosse. Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. It's second half action at the Duel in Dallas, brought to you by Thompson Brothers Lacrosse. Bratton and Brosh down for the faceoff once again, and again Brosh coming up with it. It is the Lone Stars from right here in Dallas against the St. Louis Centurions. Again, the St. Louis Centurions playing in the newly rechristened Box Lacrosse League. It was the CILL. Sherman shoots. That one goes wide. There's another shot. That's off the post. The Centurions peppering Jimmy the Jet Beauverd. But only 5 goals to their credit so far. There's another chance. Oh, that's a beauty. Brandon Lenz gets him biting. Jimmy the Nibbler gives one up, and it's 6-3.
Still anyone's game here.
It is. The thing, I mean, the one thing you have to expect is that the Lone Stars with 7 runners are going to get tired.
Absolutely.
Their second game of the day. The Centurions with 20. I see virtually no way that the Lone Stars can actually stay in this game through the last 18 minutes, but you never know. That's why they play the games.
Mitigate your damage. Win a few face-offs, maybe get a few lucky bounces.
Big battle, but they pull it out. That was Bratton, and kicks it back to Smoller. Little pressure, and Smoller just sidesteps it. Nice job avoiding the forecheck. Gets the ball up ahead. Here's Shane Thomas. Oh, my! Shane Thomas drops the head of the stick, shoots through the screen, and I don't think Curran Conradi had any idea that ball was even coming.
I don't either, and you saw his reaction at the end of that one. Just a little bit upset he didn't get all of it, kind of right by his stick. Sometimes it just doesn't work your way, though.
The stream's looking pretty good, by the way, Travis. I've got it up on my computer to check it out. Things are looking not bad, not bad.
We're feeding some gerbils behind us in that little room, keeping the internet going.
There you go. They're on the wheel, and we are back underway. Brosh with another face-off, and yeah, Conradi was not ready. You got to be ready as a goalie. You got to be prepared when they have the ball.
You do, and if you're not going to be ready, you have to be able to take acceptance for your actions. And usually, you look at guys like Cosmo, keep his hands big for a while.
What a sweet goal. The pass through, and quick hands from Ben Beath. Transition player stepping up into the offensive zone, and just a hard fake. Again, getting Beauverd moving. And this is a case, too, where I think the fatigue is starting to set in a bit, because you can see that Beath will just cut in behind, and his man just loses him. We're going to, I can get to see the replay because we've got the feed on, as I said, and you can see Andrew Spalding just a step slow to go pick him up on the slide. And, well, that's a tough challenge for these guys to stay with a well-oiled Centurions machine. Here comes Carroll, Jack Carroll. It's a pretty solid whack there from Parker Dolliver. Still playing hard defense. There's Thomas back on D. Oh, nice save by Beauverd. Jimmy the leg kicks it out and sends that one flying, but then pounces on the rebound. Outlet pass. Oh,
easy.
Not the best follow-up as he hands it off to Brad Sherman. Sherman's going to have to wait because all 4 of his teammates had gone off to the bench, but now they'll get the full offensive cohort back out. Nice job by Sam Greenshirt, one of our officials, to head off and fill up the water jug. It is warm business in here. Big save! Jimmy the Stick gets his hand in the way. Couple of fakes, and they go back to her. Oh, hand save! No, it's a goal. My mistake. I thought he got it as Beauverd came hard across, but it was tucked home.
That'd be a second finger save of the game if he would have got that one there.
That's just a beauty. Again, these Centurions really moving the ball. And it's interesting because, you know, they're all St. Louis guys or guys who went to St. Louis to school and stuck around the community. They are homegrown guys, and they are field lacrosse guys that Mike McClellan and Troy Hood are working to transform into box guys. And they're running a very meticulous program, I would say.
Yeah, you hear about
this.
The NLL constantly talking about these grassroots efforts, and they're the product of St. Louis, and we're the product of Dallas right now. And it's great to see this growing in America, and it's nice to finally see goalies in.
Oh, Shane Thomas again dropping the head of the stick. Conradi was ready that time, but Thomas makes it irrelevant as he picks it off, bar in, to make it 8-5. And Shane Thomas is doing it almost single-handed.
This is a little bit ridiculous from a few different standpoints, but still, you look at the benches right now in this shot. You would expect St. Louis to be running away here, and Dallas is somehow hanging in there by 3 goals down, shot clock, running time. Anything's possible.
I just watched the replays again. I've got the feed on, so there's a little delay. I was able to see it, and boy, that is a shot. Now Shane Thomas goes and gets the ball. And the shame of it is his 2 sons were here earlier along with his older sister. There's a shot by Bratton. That one goes wide. He didn't touch it.
You don't think he got an elbow?
No, it was 4 feet wide. Don't give him credit for a save he didn't get, you goalie. There's a pass up ahead. Fake shoot. Nice save. Give me the patience. Beauvard makes that stop. Outwaiting Brandon Lenz. Ball's in the corner. Big scrum for it. Hard-fought game here. The intensity's been picking up as this tournament has gone on. And here's a break. Dolliver trying to outrun his man. Protects the ball nicely. Oh, beautiful goal. Stays out of the crease. And it is 8-6. They're creeping back here. That's a beautiful play. We're watching one of the youngsters games earlier, and we're saying you got to just figure you got to learn how to protect the ball as you're running down the floor. You and I talking about it. Just get it in one hand if you have to, and we're going to watch on the replay. You guys can just go back on YouTube and watch. Dolliver does a great job of just getting the stick right in front of him, almost over to his other side. May have stepped on the crease line, but I don't think so. I'm giving him that one. It was too pretty to call off.
Yeah, A for effort on that one.
Beautiful play by Dolliver. And here's a battle for the faceoff. Bratton trying to get it, fighting hard against Domino.
Oh, come on, Big Lucy here, boys.
And it's Adam Uri. Oh, no, it's West. Rasheed West had it, and it pops out. Here comes Tony Gatewood. He scored a beauty earlier, end to end. Now he's going to try and pass to Uri, but throws it down by Uri's feet, and that negates the scoring chance.
He tiptoed the line there.
Tim Fisher will throw it up top. They've only got 4 offensive players on as Gatewood is just heading out. And Sherman comes from the bench and rifles it a little bit wide. Grabbed there by Smoller. Just run, don't look around too much. And he is stripped by Kevin Eskridge. 2-on-2. Now Sherman's going to try and get in to make it 3-on-2. Knocked away by Spalding, but it will roll to Sherman. 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. 8-6. This is a lacrosse game, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining in. So much fun being here, and glad to have you along.
Good save.
That is a good save. A good take by Ciravino, who's thinking about passing down to Dahl in the crease. Saw the passing lane wasn't there. Now Thomas getting into it with Uri. Sam Greenshirt jumps in the middle. And Jimmy the Peacemaker Beauvard is out there separating the sides and keeping things rolling along here.
Yeah, it seems to be tame. Oddly enough, after that much of a contact at the end of it, everyone seems to be okay. Someone's going to the box, and we'll go from there.
That will be Shane Thomas going to the box. He hasn't got the instructions on how to open it yet.
Yeah, that door's a little bit funky.
Yeah, pull it towards you. You actually you need to put your fingers in the side of there's an opening, side of there where you can push down on the lever and go. I got my lesson from Nick Coyne.
There you go. Tricks to the Nitex Arena.
Yeah, I love this facility.
This is beautiful. Yeah, we're very lucky to be able to be in here.
Play here. And I play at the Memorial Center in Peterborough, which is one of the great barns in the lacrosse world. It was so much fun to play there. The atmosphere when the Lakers are playing is fantastic. But this is a great facility.
Yeah, it's nicknamed the Shoebox by all the hockey guys. We haven't really found our own nickname for it yet, but it's appropriate.
Power play for the Centurions. See what they can do. Sherman hits the cutter. Oh, that's a beautiful finish. That is one of the most impressive things about this Centurions program. We talked earlier about how they're field lacrosse players, but that is a tic-tac-toe passing play finished by Kevin Eskridge.
Yeah, you're getting the ball to the open guy, and that's exactly what you want to see here. You don't want to see guys taking shots outside the yellow line, split dodging into that. You want to see guys working to get to the middle of the field and really not shooting it at the goalie, too, at the end of the day when you're in the inside, really utilizing all that space that's there.
No, it's a nice pick and roll, too. I'm watching the replay, and just a quick pick by Eskridge, then rolls off it. There's a shot off the faceoff. Great save by Jimmy the Stick Beauvard. Rolls it into the corner.
I think we've actually checked off everything but a hip at this point. Maybe a head.
Face. It's the head save, yeah. Sidearm pass. Caught by Carroll. Nice job reaching out to get it.
Oh, wow.
There's Dolliver. Let's see what he can do this time.
17 to go.
He's going to just slow things down a little bit. I think he is a bit gassed. Last time he went full jets to get the ball down into the offensive zone. Now he's going again.
5 on.
4, 3, 2. Can he dive? No, he's going to pass to Smoller.
Almost.
Shots just after the buzzer.
Oh, good timing.
9-6. What a quarter. What a game through 3 quarters. This is the duel in Dallas from the Dytex Arena, brought to you by Thompson Brothers Lacrosse. I'm Steven Stamp with Travis Tunstall. There is Nick Coyne in the frame. We will be back in a minute 45.
Audio's live.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. I'm Steven Stamp with Travis Tunstall. This is the Duel in Dallas, brought to you by Thompson Brothers Lacrosse. This is a thriller. It's 9-6, the St. Louis Centurions, the vaunted juggernaut St. Louis Centurions, just with a 3-goal lead over the Dallas Lone Stars. Offside shot. That one goes wide from the stick of Ben Beath. It's going to come back around and be scooped up by Yuri. They've got 5 to get a shot off. Sherman wanted it on the back door. They went to Lenz, and he was stoned by Jimmy the Rock. Bovaird makes the short outlet pass. They got to get it over mid-floor. They have a man up the floor. Here comes Bratton. May have overthought that one a little, but he gets the shot off, turned aside by Kern Conradi. Now there's a long pass the other way. Sherman drops it. And Bovaird jumps out to pressure him.
He went through the crease there, recognizing it.
Smart job to not try and play it. Yuri couldn't accept the pass. Now Sherman can play that ball. Kind of hooks a little pass in here.
Box stick.
To Tim Fisher. There you go. Dahl up top.
A lot of patience here from St. Louis.
That shot knocked down by Rashid West. Nice active stick to get in the way. Sherman pass across. Thomas almost had it. They go back to her. Great save. Jimmy the post. Bovaird. Actually, Jimmy the post-to-post Bovaird. And here comes Shane Thomas. He's got one with him. Puts the shoulder down.
How many more does he have until we get a sock trick?
I have to keep track of it. He's got at least 3. He's got the 2 underhands. He's got the 1 early. Goes lefty. Almost tricked Conradi there.
Yeah, if he'd had a little higher, he might have gone.
Here comes Zach Rogers running the floor. Feeds it across. Oh, the one-hand layout.
What?
Oh, and then flattened was Dan Funk. A funky play there by Dan Funk. Spalding didn't quite get the ball. Needs to get 2 hands on that stick, but he is continuing to fight away for it. Great effort, and Spalding is gassed. He is running back on D, but okay. Running might be a kind word. That's how I run.
Spalding's been with us since 2013, if I remember correctly, and he's just been a soldier. He's been here every single year, and it's awesome to see him out here.
Underhand shot by Jimmy the Kneeler Beauverde. That pass, though, out to Thomas. Doesn't get there. Thomas goes a little cross-check on the back of Ben Beath. Ben Beath just shakes it off, takes the ball, and passes it up top. Fisher to Sherman, gets it back. Now Beath's heading off, and Yuri is cutting to the back door. Nobody sees him, but the pass is knocked down by Spalding. Makes his way back in the defensive zone in a huge pass stop. You probably couldn't see that. I don't know if you could see on the screen.
It went.
Oh, there's one. That is in, and that is Kevin Eskridge. But that was a great play by Spalding because Yuri was cutting in from the bench and nobody saw him. What a beautiful play. We're sitting here watching the replay as Eskridge just goes down underneath, tries to make the cut. And there you actually on the replay. If you go back, you'll see it. It was a great play. And then Eskridge just kind of went around the net back to his spot on the crease, gets the pass, and has Beauverde at his mercy. Shows none. It's 10-6. The Lone Stars hanging in, but the Centurions, they throw it away. Brosh couldn't quite handle the pass. Smoller wants to get out there and get that ball. Nice hustle by Blood to get there on defense. Oh, but Smoller says, I don't care if you're there. I'm going to shoot over your shoulder and bounce it home. What a reply for the Lone Stars.
Yeah, as soon as you think they've got just enough of a gap to put this game away, Lone Stars come right back at him, keeping them in this game.
I'll tell you, the way Shane Thomas is shooting, just give him the ball a couple more times, you could be right back in this one.
You wouldn't expect to see that here in this kind of a league at all, where one guy can dominate a game as well as they're doing. But we're watching it right here, and this is great lacrosse. I mean,
Bratton up against Domino. This is where possessions do matter critically. And Domino, great job on that contested faceoff. Thomas tries the ice pick check.
Yeah, everyone's been fortunate about staying out of the box. Let's hope it stays that way here today.
I was saying Thomas's sister and his kids were here earlier. Oh, a pass wide open. Jimmy the Belly Beauverde makes that one. Maybe Jimmy the chest.
Jimmy the cardiac at this point. I don't know how he's making some of these saves.
Oh, but he throws that one away. We're running low on time.
They are 4.5 to go here. It's not quite a numbers game yet, but it will be here in about another minute and a half or so. So we'll see what the Lone Stars can get away with.
We'll see if he becomes Jimmy the Sprint Beauverde and heads over to the bench to get the extra attacker. Sherman, low shot. Somehow Beauverde, the butterfly, gets that one.
He's got a guy.
That's Dolliver. You saw he was 1-on-3 that time. Now Thomas, watch for him to just pull up and shoot. He has been finding holes. That one goes off the hand of Conradi. Actually, it looks like they're going to say it was not touched. We're down to 9 on the shot clock. Smoller spins off the check.
Use that screen. Oh, almost.
Bounced it off Conradi. We will get a reset this time. Montreal is all over Blood, but Blood, great job to just protect it and get it ahead. Here comes Gatewood. He scored a beauty earlier. Misses the net this time. It's going to roll back out to him, though. 20 seconds on the shot clock, and there's a huge save on Yuri. Jimmy the hand stops that one. Montreal just avoids going back in the crease and lobs it up the floor. They're just icing the ball now.
Yeah, everything you don't want to be doing in this situation, but I understand they need rest, so if it's their way to get a sub in, by all means, go for it.
Yeah, Dolliver goes to the bench after tossing that up. There's Yuri handing off. Fisher tries a little reach around bouncer. Cheeky shot, but a bit high. Outside shot late in the shot clock by Ciaravino.
Did we finally get a Jimmy the Head Beauverde there?
I don't know if we did. Was it Jimmy the Head?
I heard plastic.
May have been.
I did call it.
I feel like it might have been Jimmy the shoulder pad.
It could be. Oh,
that's Jimmy. That is Curran the face Conradi making that save.
Standard beer league warm up there. Good stuff.
Oh, what a finish by Yuri. Takes the pass from Fisher. Some nice ball movement once again by the Centurions. They go up 11-7. The dagger with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, this is where the time is going to be a little bit more important as we come down to about 2 minutes to go here in the game. It's going to be a numbers game for them. Gonna have to get the ball, utilize those possessions, and really, really utilize every bit of the off ball that they can get.
It'll be Bratton and Brosh once again.
And Steven,
Thank
can
you,
hear
Travis.
me now?
I stepped on my cord to my headphones as I stood up here. We're heading down into the final 2 minutes. The Centurions once again with possession. Lenz spins, shoots. Oh, what a beauty. Bar in. That is a gorgeous shot by Lenz. Found Bovaird just straying ever so slightly from his post.
Yeah, now it seems like more than ever St. Louis is finally getting that gap they've been looking for this whole game, something that's going to really set them apart here with a minute and a half to go. Seems like they've done that just now.
See if Bratton can capitalize and get a face-off here against Domino. Oh, no, Domino just dominates that one. But Bratton's still working. Domino picks it up off into the offensive zone. Stay and play a shift. Now he's heading to the bench. They are a very disciplined team, these Centurions. You'll hear Mike McClellan talking about how they're trying to get them trained into box systems, into a system they want to play, into what they should be doing, and then let them go and play with instinct. And right now, I think they're still at the phase. Oh, yep, what a shot by Dahl. That is just pure instinct there. He runs off the check, shoots back against the grain, and bounces it home. But, I think they're at the stage where they're getting the systems. They're getting more comfortable. They're starting to be able to feel things so they don't have to think. But it's still, you can see there are times when the St. Louis players are still thinking, here's what I should be doing, here's what I should be doing. And that's the process.
It is. I mean, you're going to get coached so much. You've got to come out here and you've got to be playing games. You're not going to get any better by just practicing. You've got to come out here. You've got to feel the ball. You've got to be used to shooting on a goalie under pressure. And a bigger goalie, and that's probably the biggest difference here. And Jimmy the Jet standing on his head showing you why the pads make a bigger difference, but at the same time, they're still able to find 12 holes in them, or 13 holes in them today, and they'll be looking at a 2-0 record walking into tomorrow, probably most likely be in the championship looking at the way everything's gone today. But
so the big question becomes, who will they face? They are 2-0, and I would favor them over the Arrows in their third game. Who will they be facing? Because the Arrows gave these Lone Stars a tough go. You guys usually do quite well, the Oilers, against the Lone Stars. But I'll tell you, if they play the way they did today, and Jimmy the Jet Bovaird is on the way he is, you're going to have to be on top of your game if you want to advance.
I love a challenge. It's half the reason why we did this, so we could be having fun. And it's weird. Would you have ever said we have good goalies in the state of Texas?
Until a few months ago, I didn't know you had box lacrosse in the state of Texas, so I would not have said that. But the cool thing that I'm saying is, guys have the passion, and I mean, I'm not saying any of these players in this tournament this weekend are ready to go to the NLL.
No,
we're not saying anything like that. But there have to be opportunities. We're seeing some great things. You and I were talking about the program in Denver, the Colorado Box Lacrosse League for the college players, Colorado College Box. The program here, the Boston Box Lacrosse League, the Bill in Baltimore, the BLL, the Box Lacrosse League that these guys are part of, the Centurions. There are opportunities to keep guys playing, keep growing in the game. You got to have it. And the greatest thing, the thing I really like about what St. Louis is doing, talking to Troy Hood, the GM, they have a junior Centurions program. You have a youth program here in Dallas. You have to have young players, because the reality is, you pick the game up at 15 or 20 or 25, like a lot of these guys do, you're not going to develop into an NLL player. Most likely, you can have a lot of fun, become pretty good, but you need to start and grow into the game.
You have to know what box is, and I mean, that's been the biggest struggle I think everyone's had. It's okay, do you have a facility? Do you have box? Do you have guys willing to educate themselves into what the box game is so it's being done right, so we're not just a bunch of American field guys out on the field? And so it looks good. And ultimately, we're always competing with Canada, and we need to realize that, because they are the model. And as long as we can maintain that, make sure guys really aren't switching their hands, goalies are not playing like ice hockey goalies, we're doing the right things, and it's really cool. I mean, we just saw it here. We saw a team with 7 guys somehow take on a small army and hold their own with little to no box experience, and that was exciting.
And that's why, I mean, when Nick Coyne first mentioned, I saw this tournament mentioned on Facebook, and I just responded, said, hey, that looks really cool, that's great. And Nick said, hey, we got to get you to come down and do it. Or somebody said something, and Nick was like, yeah, you should come down and do the announcing. And I immediately direct messaged him and said, dude, let's talk.
And here we are.
Here we are a few
talking
months
away.
later, and I am in Dallas. I have never been in Texas. I'm not sure how many times I've been in 104-degree heat. For our friends back in Canada, that's somewhere north of 40. And
Celsius.
Celsius, yeah.
For all our
They know
stateside
that.
guys.
Yeah. So I was talking to Nick's lovely girlfriend, Lacey.
Yes.
Earlier, I'm staying with Nick and Lacey over the weekend. It's great, really having fun. And Ollie, the tiniest dog in the world.
Yes, little
very
Ollie,
cool
Ollie.
little dog. But I was talking to them, and we were talking about temperatures and things. And she was saying, "Well, how warm does it get in the summer?" I said, "Oh, it goes into like 30, 35 a fair bit." And she's like, "That is so cold." I'm like, "No, sorry, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but." Anyway, so there are a few things that we have to translate and figure out about each other, just like y'all are trying to figure out the game of box lacrosse. And this is such great progress, and I think it's a lot of fun to see this happening.
Yeah, this was great. You can't ask for something better out here at the end of the day. So
we are going to wrap things up. We have one more game for you today. It will be at 8 o'clock. It will be the Oilers and the Arrows, and that is a critical game to determine who will be able to advance to the final tomorrow.
That's correct.
You got to win that one.
Yep.
You can't afford a loss. Both of you
No.
have one loss. You need it.
I like
You need
it.
We're going to wrap things up. I'm Steven Stamp with Travis Tunstall. This is The Duel in Dallas, brought to you by Thompson Brothers Lacrosse. Thanks for being with us.